Wizards fans are passionate. What sets them apart, I think, from the rest of the league is they're really intelligent. They have a really good feel for the game. Time, score, momentum. They read the game really well. And I think that's what makes DC a little bit different than some of the other towns and maybe some of their other fan bases.
Rui Hachimura!
Well, the thing that I love about basketball, and particularly announcing NBA games, is the pace, right? Our pace is intense. We're up and down the floor the entire game. It kind of is like when I'm announcing a big...
And now, the starting lineup for Los Angeles. Man in the middle, 6 feet 7 inches, number 25, PJ Washington.
Well, we can finally say the NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the...
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. LeVert on the wing. He's paired with Warren. And it's Brogdon in at the point. And for the Clippers, Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's the Magician. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Chris, you and I love opening day. Which types of teams do you think tend to begin the season well?
Great question, Kevin. I think it's teams that had chemistry the previous year, teams that return a lot of players. That means you have that familiarity. Teams that have help on that side. And more importantly, you know what? Sometimes teams that have the most heartbreak because they're coming back ready to go.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Launches a three, drops in the tray. Aldridge has gotten 5 points so far.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Tipped away. LeVert pitch to Brogdon. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Aldridge against LeVert. And the jam by Aldridge.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
So, timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And alive what the Magician has done in this game.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Plumlee
into the lineup for Indiana.
And then for the Clippers, PJ Washington comes in for Plumlee, and it's the Magician in for Terry Rozier. Now, here's McConnell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here. That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
No.
McConnell scanning the floor. Sabonis. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Clippers lead by 1. And one of the league leaders in steals and deflections, T.J. McConnell.
It's all about just reading the way they're passing the ball in.
He does. He is all hustle.
And undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
On the court for Indiana. In the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. It has to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
And Aldridge comes over to help. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Now we get a chance to check out LaMelo Ball. Last year, getting it done. 9th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. Wide open look here for Craig. And a miss there on the triple. All by himself. Here's Aldridge. 26 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. The fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
Los Angeles calls
second, the Pacers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it...
Substitution.
So it's Los Angeles holding a big 18-point lead.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, give us your take. How good are these guys on the foul? They're pushing the ball.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've got Bridges. Rozier's out there with the Magician. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Washington in at the power forward. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with.
TJ
Warren, good.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
LeVert against Aldridge. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hey, right there. Pass to Brogdon. Pass to Warren. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Washington. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, I'm impressed with Rozier's growth as a distributor. He's capable of making some nice passes.
Here's LeVert. Poke loose. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. You gotta like what the magician has done in this game.
Absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Ball's checked in for the Clippers. To halt the run, and Warren with the win. Warren's got 9.
Love the floor awareness from Sabonis. Capable of finding his guys when they are wide open.
Here's Aldridge, and the jam by Aldridge.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. He swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it, and he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan,
nabbing another steal.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
And he has snapped the long-standing mark held by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record broken. And the stop and play, guys, giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
He's been an absolute thief out there all night long, and he's having a defensive game that he knows.
The Pacers making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Warren. Now the Clippers moving it up. Aldridge looking for an opening.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Here he goes. And he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they got the steals to prove it.
And also, how about the points they got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Carey's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Washington. In Indiana with a change here, too. McConnell's checked in. And the Clippers, another fast break opportunity here. Martin dishes to Aldridge. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so Indiana again turning it over.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Aldridge with it. Non-stop scoring machine here. Lets it go from deep. And good! And he hits it again. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Clippers on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game. Caris LeVert checked in for Indiana. Indiana's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And so in the game for the Pacers, T.J. McConnell is out there with Caris LeVert. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Duarte in at the 3 spot.
He was ready to go tonight. I mean, he's made more plays than anyone else out there. No question about it.
It's tipped and stolen by Aldridge. Ball going up court. Aldridge double teamed. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. Craig against Aldridge. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Knocked away and stolen by Aldridge. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And you look at the pathway to the NBA for young players, Chris, opportunities now to go pro at 16, 17 years of age. The landscape is certainly changing, isn't it?
Well, the NBA said they're going to take an active role, making sure these teams get the best coaching, training, and learning. And overall, I see more promise than problems.
Here's Duarte. The pass to LeVert. Indiana moving the ball around. Warren. Will it go? And it's finished off inside by McConnell.
Assisted by
heads up play by Warren. Spotting a wide open shooter and delivering a dime.
Outside Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. 5 on the clock. Another one goes. Incredible.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Craig kicks to McConnell. Pass to LeVert. And that one, good.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Outside Aldridge. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the NBA is using new measures to discourage both teams changing it up here. .143 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Aldridge. Clock at 6. From deep. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official. Again, what an avalanche!
And that ties in for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Will Chamberlain. That tells you all
checking in for the Pacers.
.55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
That is
the Pacers making a switch here.
Shooting for Indiana, Malcolm Brogdon. 1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
Well, it's one of the things most fans don't notice. But Malcolm Brogdon, Greg, is one of the best free throw shooters ever.
How about had a year where he shot 93% from the line to lead the NBA, and for his career, just about a 90% shooter. That's a huge advantage for a point guard like Brogdon, a guy who handles the ball late in close games.
And another one!
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Will Chamberlain's 70.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony.
On the floor for the visiting team. At center, P.J. Washington. At shooting guard, Terry Rozier III. At power forward, Miles Bridges. At the other guard position, LaMelo Ball. At the other forward position, the head coach of the visiting team is James Borrego. Now, after shooting at the guard.
Thanks. And the tip-off.
Thanks, Brian.
It's led to this, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got P.J. Washington. Ball is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Miles Bridges, and it's Aldridge in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen together in the middle.